bro. That's absurd. We're gonna start the pod just like that. We're gonna start the episode. Welcome back to another One Piece manga review. Sorry about last week's episode. We had some technical difficulties, but we got everything situated. We are fully back. Jazz is in the building. I'm starting with him. Welcome back, Jazz. How you doing, brother?
I am doing good. You know what I'm saying? Life, like, you know what I'm saying? Life still be kicking my ass, but you know, I'm a little more secure now. So it's
Hell
pretty,
yeah.
it's all right. It's all right. It's not too
Hell
bad.
yeah. We love to hear that. Glad to have you back. Also joining me, I'm gonna let y'all know now, ladies and gentlemen, he's being a little salt dog because we probably shouldn't have told him about the latest JJK chapter before this review. We should have probably left that alone. And then I started saying some My Hero stuff. Got this man salty. He's definitely gonna come for Shanks. I'm just letting y'all know we got Versen in the house. He needs to Versen. Can you direct that anger to what's that? What's our guy's name? We can equally hate him. Garling?
No,
Like we can hate on Garling together.
Hold on. I want to address America and the lands beyond. I'm not salty about certain other manga we won't be discussing here today. But just so you guys know, I've been up early. I had to get my family out of a hurricane by myself.
Oh yeah, no, that's real. That's real.
I had to drive them back. And now your little friend Lynn over here, who stayed home and never lost power, keeps me up late at night to record and wants to just bring up something irrelevant. But I do it for the people.
You do it for the people. We respect it. We respect
it. Saint Lyndon Burton, huh?
No, don't do that, bro. No, I'm not with them niggas, bro. Fuck them niggas.
Many people say he moves like a celestial dragon. Many people.
Whoa! Many people do not say that.
No, that's crazy.
And by moves like a celestial dragon, I mean he has people like lift his leg up individually for him.
That is false. That is so false. That is beyond false. Don't listen to the propaganda. I told y'all he was salty today. I told y'all. All right, but let's get into it. It's been a long time. I'm glad. We didn't do 1-1-1-2-5, so we could put. I think the most important thing from that chapter. I'll let you get your stuff off, but I'm gonna let y'all mainly put that guy Saint J. Garcia in the dirt. Jazz, take it away. Y'all go ahead, bury him. I know a lot of y'all were happy that this man was buried, and then even more so, Versen, you got to see something that you wanted, Bonnie and Kuma in 11-2-6. So y'all can bury Saint J. Garcia. Go ahead, do y'all.
You want to take the reins on this person?
Yeah, like, you know, I'll say this. I'll be the happy one, and then you can be the mad one.
The slanderous one.
I'm just happy to see Bonnie and Kumar out and about. They were saved. There wasn't a tragic final moment.
Facts.
Or whatever. I'm not saying it's all good, but like they're truly free, because even in the last chapter, Ian kind of showed like yeah, he has beef with Joybear or whatever, but Ian as an entity does not really give a fuck about individual people like that, you know, outside of his direct underlings that he obviously fried them to death because they failed him.
And like Lily and Vivi, they're that lineage. But besides that, yeah.
But like, you know, but the thing is though, they got mad because Garcia was too busy on his hater shit and not keeping his eye on the actual prize, and let the whole thing like come apart.
Being too personal.
I appreciate that. Like I don't think anybody is gonna care that much to like look for Bonnie anymore. There's bigger fish to fry.
Facts.
Like Nika exists. It is like a problem.
Big facts.
And I mean, especially with the vice admirals being like, well, wait, if he's this flustered about the Vegapunk message, so something must be true. So I mean, like, yeah, they've lost a lot of things with Bonnie being able to control the pacifista, but if I was a vice admiral and I just seen all that shit go down, I would also be like, is it a bad idea that she has control of the pacifista? Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you can't say nothing.
Questioning a lot of shit.
You can't say nothing because as we saw, that nigga got sniped. The moment he said, so does that mean there's any validity to Vegapunk's message? He was like, what? Wow, get out of here. Face snipe.
I don't even feel like he's still alive. Maybe the Joy Boy Hockey also gave Doberman like CTE at the same time, because I don't know why.
Yeah, why would you open your goddamn mouth?
Because like I feel like that's something like the vice admiral should have like huddled and talked about, because you gotta think about it. Like, even if they talked to Kizaru, I feel like Kizaru would have been like, yeah, that's a little weird, don't you think? Like, don't talk to the man directly Like,
Mhm.
you saw this man turn into a spider demon, and you gonna ask him if the thing he was actively trying to stop was true? Like, come on,
And you
you got to
saw all
you
that
gotta
other
use your
shit. Like,
brain.
you saw
Mhm.
niggas pop up out the ground. You saw when he turned into a spider demon, your weaker underlings' heads was popping off. Like, what is wrong with you,
Yeah,
Doberman?
you also saw that it seems like he's functionally immortal, right?
Pretty much,
Like,
yeah.
I don't know,
Like,
man. Just vice admirals really don't have any care for
I
their
feel like you should.
lives.
Yeah, I
Also,
just feel like at
go
this
ahead,
point,
Jess.
the Marines on Egghead should be questioning the government more so than, even though like we've grown with people in the story that have learned to question the government through, like, seeing the warlord system, so like Smoker, Fujitora, Tashigi,
But these
Kobe,
people need to
people like
dip.
that. But it's like, bro, if they see this and they're still world government dogs, look, I literally have no remorse for you guys, like, at all.
Yeah, that's
Like,
big
no
facts.
cognitive thinking is going on up here.
Like, I don't even
Yeah, at
know.
what
I don't
point
even know if
are you just in it for yourself? You know?
like even Rob
Mhm.
Lucci was like, like he looked like he was ready to go. Like Rob Lucci, who dedicated his life to this justice shit, wasn't really fucking with it when he was leaving. And like, I don't even know if Green Bull, if he found out the truth, would stay. You guys, all of y'all should just leave. Like,
Nah,
honestly,
let's be honest.
He
Green
decorates
Bull,
too hard.
Green Bull
you
did
think Green
sucking
Bull's
ass to stay.
staying?
Green Bull is staying.
Damn.
Well, see,
That's
because I don't think
crazy.
I think Green Bull basically sees him as like directly under the Celestial Dragons, basically.
You think he view him as
So
gods? That's
everyone else is
real.
whatever. Yeah.
Okay, that's real.
Well,
So
I'll say
yeah,
it
he
like
might
this.
stay in. Rob
Well, I'll say
Lucci
it
not
like this.
staying.
If
Real quick, like whenever he went to Wano,
Mhm.
his justification for even going there was he's like, listen, I get it. Some people kind of say that Wano's an unaffiliated country and that means it's independent and we should leave y'all alone. But the way that I see it is that because you're an affiliated country, you're literally less than dirt. You don't exist. You're not even people. You're just figments that I'm about to murder, and I'm going to plant a beautiful forest on top of this island, and that's fine. You know, like
Yeah, he
he
is kind of like that.
literally, yeah, dude, man, he went on the most like weird red pill, red shirt, like shit that I've ever seen, man.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
yeah,
you're right.
he has like the coolest fruit to like restore nature to Wano, but at the same time,
The
he's like
worst
the
person.
literal worst person in the
yeah,
world.
he's eco-fascism turned into a character, which I think is very cool of Oda to like wait so long to like bust out
But
because I think it's relevant now more than ever.
the fact that Rob Lucci's like freaking out about this shit just shows like vice admirals,
Yeah,
y'all need to dip. Y'all just
I
need
think
to
he
dip.
was.
You know,
I think he was actually shook. Like he saw that they were for real ass demons. You know.
And that's the thing. Got to give ourselves. Got to give plus 100 to the boy Lin calling Saturn would die. Plus 100 to Versen and Jazz. Jazz, I'll give you some of that because you called it too. Y'all tag team that of the Gorosei don't have devil fruits. It's basically some emu demon power shit. Y'all definitely called that. So plus 100 across the board to all of us for our predictions. Major ones came true.
I kind of see a lot of when I saw Saturn kind of like losing his powers and dying, it kind of reminded me of the homunculus and Father
Yep.
from Full Metal
Yeah,
Alchemist, to where
true.
it's like they're all tied to like one person, which I mean I kind of assumed that was what was happening, but this is more confirmation that it is. But
And see,
also
I
in the
want
same
the
vein,
homunculus
Well,
thing to where they could die from the thing inside of them, but I don't think they got something inside of them. That's the only difference
nah,
between.
I think you gotta hurt Emu. Like
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think there's any way to hurt the Gorosei without like hurting
yeah,
Emu
I
at the
funny
think you
same
can
enough.
like
time.
I think you could suppress them, but I don't know if you can kill them.
That's what Verse and I were talking about
Yeah.
last week, essentially, in the review is like, it's gonna like people are gonna be fighting the Gorosei. It's gonna be like a time thing. This is Eames' version of the bird cage. Eames' version of how Enel blew up Sky like before. Got to save everything before Enel blows everything up. This is Eames' version of the bird cage. Essentially, is Luffy has to beat them so the Gorosei can die off before the Gorosei kills all of his friends. Type shit. Like they're gonna hold them off as long as they can, but then Luffy's gonna have to beat Eam if there is a such thing as beating Eam, whatever that
Now,
means.
and I will add to that though, one thing that was important in context was like the Gorosei are not obviously like immortal, and like evidently there are some that kind of like shift in.
Mhm.
Like, or at least seem to be like, obviously I don't think this is the first time we've had a Gorosei member switch up, especially because they do have the one guy who looks vaguely like Sanji who's so young. I assume he's the last time a Gorosei failed and they had to you know get him out of
Kyle,
there.
yeah.
And now we have Frigolin, who may or may not take the possession juice or ink or whatever. And
he drinking that blood, brother. He got to get some new power. And see, I remember we talked about that last week. I was like, do you think he'll just have strong hockey, whatever he has now? It's like, nah, that nigga definitely getting that emu
like
juice.
I don't think he'll have an option because emu wants to be able to just boil your blood or whatever. And I think the easiest way to do that is if you have to like sip some of the perp.
Yep. To be with emu, you got to sign that devil contract, bro.
And also this
signed his name on the dotted line.
And also this kind of makes like when I was reading the chapter, I was like, this kind of makes the Gorseis seem like more formidable, because when we do the whole Egghead review, whatever, like I'll talk about how I never really thought the Gorseis were like underwhelming, but I always thought that like maybe it was all acquainted to them like being rusty. But at the same time, it's kind of just like there are so many characters that were just like bullying the Gorseis and Egghead that felt like, truthfully, these are like the authorities of the world. Like nobody really should be able to touch them except for like the top dogs. Like there's no reason you should be getting touched by Frankie at all. That's no diss to Frankie. I love Frankie, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, it's kind of just like an imposing doom of an elder dropping on the island. Saturn should have been enough. And I do enjoy that we got all 5 of them. I didn't think that was gonna happen, but like, and I loved it. But at the same time, I feel like with the presence of somebody like Garling, who we know is like a fighter and is more recently active than even the other 5 Gorseis, and probably even the youngest one, because he's the one that's probably gone out in the field more. I feel like now the imposing doom of the Gorseis feels a little more dire, because you have somebody who's like, that's like basically if you give Garp immortality. That's what I'm equating Garling to.
I'm gonna play a little devil's advocate. I feel like I agree with you, like to a certain extent, to where one of them should have been enough. But I feel like it is always about kind of like what Versen said, how this wasn't necessarily a beat 'em type situation. The Straw Hats were just trying to move around. Like, yeah, and in that sense, it took more of them to contain, because also it shows how strong Luffy is. Because you gotta remember, like, Gear 5 Luffy is intense. You also have Dorian Broggy there as well. They needed those other ones to try to even out what was going on. But to the point of like they shouldn't be attacked, I feel like some of them were fighters, some of them weren't. And when I say some of them, I'm talking about Nusojuro. We got Garling now. Maybe another one of them, a Workuri was, because he showed some offensive prowess. But besides that, the other one seems like they just relied on their immortality. And like, if they know
God, put Jupiter on the bench.
Because my thing is, if you know you can't die, it's like, all right, Frankie slapped me. So what, nigga? You can be super sloppy, because you know it's like Wolverine. Wolverine fights so aggressively and so berserker rage, because he knows even if I'm gonna leave myself open for the stronger attack, he knows he has the healing factor. Like, facts.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it's like finding somebody who's messed up on something. It's like
that too.
It's like, damn, I'm really the only one feeling pain right now. Like, you know, it doesn't matter if you like got actual jabs or whatever, like you know how to like throw a punch. It's like, damn, it doesn't matter. He's not feeling it.
It's like fighting John with a metal plate in his
Saturn, I think another reason why he died, and I feel like another reason why it was shown that Frankie was attacking like Saturn. Like, let's call a spade a spade. The other Straw Hats were not touching none of the other Gorseis. None of them other niggas was getting hit. Like, it was a issue, and I think that shows another reason why he had to die. Like Versen said, he got too human. He started getting sloppy. He letting these other people hit him. He not following through the mission. He did this shit with Emmett.
He's doing side quests.
Like, what are you doing, bro? They told you destroy that robot. Your ass didn't destroy the robot, and like, you didn't keep your stamina to fight. You gotta go.
The thing about Eam is like, Eam's quest is your quest. You don't have any other side quests. You don't have other missions. You're not XP grinding. You're not getting perks. You're doing the one fucking thing I told you to do.
No fucking bitches. Like, none of that.
Eam is a terrible DM. Terrible dungeon master. They want you to do the one fucking thing, and if you don't do it, they get fucking mad and kill your character.
He's the complete opposite of Big Mom. Big Mom creates homies, and Zeus is out with Nami. Them things do what the fuck they want. Eam creates homies. Nah, y'all
literally
slaves.
the opposite of Vegapunk.
Yeah, and I
you said that last time. I said Big Mom, but it is Vegapunk.
And I can't even fault Emu for like ultimately being mad at Saturn, because like
Saturn was wrong.
To be frankly honest, Saturn didn't even need to do all that shit to Bonnie and Kuma. If he didn't do all that shit to Bonnie and Kuma, he would have probably accomplished his mission. If
like Versen said, that dude was doing side quests. Like, what are you doing out here? No one told you to do none of that shit. None of it. Look at the other Gorosei.
I'm pretty sure Emu was kind of laughing at him when he got his ass smacked by Kuma. Look,
Emu saw that and was like, calling the others.
He was like, hell nah, bro. You not around here getting smacked by a pre-time skip.
All
right, final thoughts on this shit, and then we'll get to the new chapter.
Yeah, well, the thing about it is like, listen, if I'm Eam, I would have, and if I died to talk to them, I'd sit them down and be like, listen, if you're gonna walk around like you're gods or whatever, we all know you're just Malakis. You're gonna call everybody else slaves, even though I'll be honest with you, y'all
are my slaves. Yeah, facts.
Yeah. Then y'all can't go around acting like this and getting into beefs that span decades, because why y'all letting these fucking like sea anemones take up all your goddamn time and all your bandwidth, your emotional capacity? Like, what are you doing?
That's big facts.
Get over it. We rule the world, god damn it.
That's big facts. And see, I think all your beef, Jazz, with the Gorosei is 100% at Saturn. Because I think the others, we gotta wait and see. Because like the others, I don't know if the others are as incompetent.
The others are all right. I know I said put Jupiter on the beach, but maybe he got some shit we ain't seen yet. Because
I think his ass the traitor though on the low. I think he the one that because I did in my prediction I did think that Saturn was the traitor, which is why he died. I always knew one of them would die, but in the Doflamingo Inaru model that Oda has used with his god characters, there's always a traitor in the midst. Corazon, there was I forget the one for Inaru. I believe Jupiter was looking suspect because he's like, oh no, Garland go sniff this shit out.
Yeah,
I'm not good.
Also, isn't like the shy Halud's supposed to follow like the chosen one anyway?
That's true. And if he did the Dune shit, that's a fact. That's a fact.
So,
but I do want to ask: do you guys think the rest of the Celestial Dragons or the Gorosei, do you think they're actually going to get character development? Because I don't know. The only reason I even thought Saint J wasn't going to die was because he's the only one we have any development for. So
I think some of them
because it's the one that feels personal. But
Garland will, of course. I think
Nosojuro probably, right?
I think no. Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah,
I think Nosojuro
because he
will.
at least was a warrior. He has the swords. So
if Jupiter is the traitor that I think he is, I think he will. It's a toss up for Mars, and I would say Warcury over Mars, but I don't know. I'm definitely saying if I had to bet money on it right now, I'm betting money on Garland, Nosojuro, and Jupiter. Definitely getting characterization.
And also I want to state, for anybody who's like finds it kind of weird that we threw in the moon to be like the new planet or whatever, the moon used to be considered its own separate like elder star by like ancient astronomers. Like they didn't really have the concept for what a moon was. They just kind of thought it was another planet that was just super, super close. So it fits. Garland's the moon. It fits. We now have the whole, array. So, it works.
There we go.
Right.
But all right, let's get to what we're here for. You got something else? Yeah, go ahead, Jazz.
My final thoughts is rest in peace, Saturn. You couldn't even hurt Guard Point Chopper. So sucks.
Hey, I know we didn't spend a lot of time on this. I'll say this, because me and Versen definitely spent more time on this, and I think it needs to be mentioned. Versen, the artwork of how Saint J. Garcia died, one of the most gruesome scenes. That shit was incredible.
Mm-hmm. We've definitely never seen it happen, and I'm glad he saved it for that because
it was worth it.
Person who could have done it too.
Mm-hmm. Like that was death, and that made me think of the Mummy, bro. Like when the Mummy loses its power and like it fucking transformed from that full man to you just see the bone and shit. Like, nah, bro, that shit was crazy. Amaterasu his ass out of here, mixed with some hockey. But 11-2-6, taking responsibility. We start off seeing everybody drinking, partying, having a good time, reminding us of Versen's DM, his One Piece DM game, but we'll get to that. Everybody drinking.
Watching this nigga Versen, bro.
Look, Oda got his slave up. They're partying with the Giants. Everybody having a good time. Bonnie and Kuma having a good time. They doing their thing. We cut over to Shanks' crew got Bartolomeo in a pickle. They whooped his ass, got all his pirates tied up. And then Hongo gives Bartolomeo some poison. It's like, give this to Luffy, we'll let you live. It'll kill him in a month. Bartolomeo's like, fuck that, that's my dog. I'm ride or die. He drank the poison himself. And then, Shanks and them let him go. He ain't die. Shanks smiling. Our guy like, Luffy got some good people around him. And Yasopp bitch ass was like, I'm sorry, boss. We can't let him survive. Shot them niggas down. Usopp daddy a bitch, bro. Shot them niggas down. Bartolomeo and them couldn't survive. We didn't cut over to Blackbeard. Blackbeard getting on Pizarro ass because Pizarro left Kobe go. But everybody's big up in Kuzan because Kuzan got Garp. We see Garp chained up looking like a bad motherfucker. And then Blackbeard tells Lafitte it's time. Versen's guy, Lafitte's in the building. He tells him it's time. So whatever move they need to do, they got to do. We also find out why the Celestial Dragons are starving. It's because the Gorosei messed up the gondola put up thing. So every time the Navy fixes it breaks again. And then Devon, Van Auger, and Caribou finally get there. They dock. So that shit's about to go crazy. We then cut back to the Giants, and basically everybody's with the Giants. Robin, Jinbei, Frankie, Brooke, Bonnie, Lilith. Everyone's with the Giants heading into Elbaf, but missing Luffy, Chopper, Usopp, Nami, and Zoro and Sanji. We then see Nami wake up in a room in full Viking gear type shit. Like, where the hell am I at? I think it's great that the original group is the one missing for this to start this adventure. We haven't had them in a while, and I know y'all too have been waiting for some Straw Hat some OG Straw Hat stuff. Well, here we are. We're here. Where do y'all want to begin?
Yeah, we can start top down with this because I have some queries about.
Take it away, sir. Take it away. Start us off. You can start us off.
So look,
your grand return.
Look, I'm not even gonna say anything bad because look, if somebody burns down your flag, you supposed to go get your territory back. You supposed to go press them. I get it. The poison thing I thought was kind of cool though, because I was like, dang, it's showing Barto's loyalty to Luffy.
I liked it.
I think will be tested a lot in the coming months because it seems like Imu's about to turn up the heat on like, prioritizing the capture of Luffy because he is technically he's pretty much like, this is Joy Boy now. Like, this is my main adversary. On the same side, everybody's like, I don't like that Yasopp did this. But you know what? I would get tired of it. Look, Yasopp is the fourth commander. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Yasopp feeling like everybody else getting some shine but me. So you know what, nigga? We gonna boom. Like, no, the inner young nigga in Yasopp came out.
The
and
wires.
He was like, you know what? He was like, nah, what you talking about? Like, and then he just upped the pole, and I thought that was great.
It's crazy. The one time he shoot is when he looks the blackest in the manga. That's insane. I gotta say it. Y'all stop looking super dark right now.
That is kind of fucked up. Oda was looking at King Von murals before he drew Yasopp.
The thing about it is though, and let me just say this: I need everyone to understand something. Not a single person of Bardo's crew just died.
I think they all
in case anyone
at all,
not even just because it's One Piece, but in case anyone forgot.
Oh, it's fruit. Yeah,
it is literally the strongest defensive fruit in the world. Cannot be broken. Odin couldn't do it.
They're not dead. The thing is, they just got to get them to see. That's the only thing.
Yeah, they got to get the 1,000 Luffy.
Yeah, facts.
Because they had the going Luffy. Now they have to get the 1,000 Luffy.
Hey, but I liked it because it just shows, like, Shanks was not gonna kill this dude. Like, maybe he'd have killed him if it turned out he tried to backstab Luffy. But the fact that he's a true Luffy ally, it's like, all right, you fucked up. We whooped your ass. We're not gonna kill you. You my dog. We're gonna let you go. But see, Yasopp was like, nah, you my bitch ass son support.
Yeah, I was gonna say, the thing about it is,
that nigga said you can take that poison from my son. Hell,
I wish he had literally any of the smoke for anyone who's ever wronged Usopp.
But he don't.
But he
don't. He like, I wish I would kill my bitch ass son. That's crazy. Wait, question: is Usopp's bounty bigger than Yasopp's? That would make sense why he's.
Damn.
Because God Usopp really is out here in these streets doing shit, bro.
That's probably why he had the blood bottle ship. He needs some credit.
Like
Listen,
Shanks was not pressed, bro. My guy was not trying to blow up
Bro,
Bartow's ship.
why it's like everybody on that boat was okay. Like, I don't know what made Yasopp do that.
We still gotta
Pure
teach
hater
him a
shit.
lesson, bro. That's crazy.
That's
Oh,
that's
Man.
funny.
dude, man, imagine feeling like you're hard because you beat up some toddlers.
That's wild. But
The
hey,
New World
they-
equivalent of some middle
look,
schoolers.
that's basically Shanks' whole crew, the rookie hunting pirates. That's all they are.
oh, don't do that. Don't do that. But
That's
hey,
all they are.
Blackbeard crew
Could not
looking
compete
tough.
with my goat Whitebeard.
Oh, hey, you tripping, boy. The more I see the Shanks Pirates, we whooping their ass. Get out of here, Squardo, bitch, kick. Marco, we gonna shoot your bird ass out the sky,
I ain't gonna
nigga.
look. I ain't gonna lie. Sidebar of death. But I ain't gonna lie. Whitebeard had the sorriest commanders.
Yeah, bro,
He
thank
had the
you.
sorriest
The
commanders.
sorriest nigga. Ezo was a captain. Get the fuck out of here.
The only three he had, barring
Marco.
Ace, because we're going off from Marco, Beasta,
Jozu.
Jozu.
Yep, I'm with you. I'm
That's
with you
it.
100%. All the rest
That's
of them niggas was booty cheeks.
He had Odin for a long time there.
Yeah, no, I'll give when he was fighting Roger, his commanders was solid. When he had Odin, Marco, fucking Jozu, and like you said, and Vista, and maybe Thatch could probably fight too. I'm gonna give him Thatch maybe because
And I'm gonna be honest, when Whitebeard had a second commander, that was nice. I'm gonna say it was a nice little lineup. But Whitebeard and second commanders don't really work out too well, huh?
Them niggas, bro. I'm taking honestly, I'm taking Kaido commanders. I'm taking Roger commanders for sure. I'm taking Shanks commanders, and Blackbeard's niggas looks tough. I'm thinking Blackbeard homies too, because Kuzan out here whipping niggas ass.
I don't know. Shiryu stock.
Until a guard
crashing.
Until a
Hey, why everybody hating on Shiryu right now? Explain that, because I didn't get the hate. What was the?
Oh, I'm only hating just to hate. There's no reasoning behind it.
Oh, niggas was just.
Speaking of,
I don't know.
Crew, let me ask you guys a question that I've just kind of been kicking around. You think the reason why fucking Luffy can go wherever he wants and marry Joe is because he's a Celestial Dragon, or at least related to them?
He might be. I'm very interested in why that, like, he's over there, and why Blackbeard asked about
the one over there.
That's there, yeah. And why did Blackbeard ask about the revolutionaries in particular? Like, is his job to look at the Rev / the world government? He has to. I'm with you, Versen. He has to have some ties to something.
Lafitte might be the commander I'm most interested in, just because we don't know fuck all about them.
And I feel like
just do whatever they want.
Lafitte probably did the most damage during the Reverie, because you got to think about it. While everything else was going down, like revolutionaries versus the admirals, Lafitte was probably able to move however he wanted, because the Gorosei were in the room of authority with Cobra dealing with Sabo.
And
the Holy Knights still aren't a factor technically right now. So,
and speaking on what you say in Versen about him being a Celestial Dragon, maybe he's the reason why Blackbeard got into Impel Down as easy as he did. Like, think about where Blackbeard moved to.
Flash the Bash or some shit.
Yeah, like he got to Marineford easy, which he popped up in the back. Like, he ain't go through the what? Think about what this nigga been doing. Like, it's kind of crazy.
He's just chilling on a fucking roof somewhere.
Yep, chill on the phone. Out. He's not bothering nobody. This is the first time we've seen him in forever, and he's at the gondola to get to Mary Joa. Like, what the fuck?
We don't even know if that devil fruit or like the wings are a devil fruit thing. He could just got like some weird science splicing because he's a Celestial Dragon or some shit. We literally know nothing about Lafitte right now.
Yeah, the Blackbeard pirates are the most interesting to me right now. They really are.
What if he's one of those humans that like Bonnie, to where like they experimented on him, so he doesn't like really.
I wouldn't be mad at either of y'all's theories.
And then if it might be a case kind of like how the reason why they keep Doflamingo under wraps is because it's like, you're still taking the Celestial Dragon, so you know a lot of shit about it, so we got to keep you under wraps.
Your failed experiment.
With, like, Lafitte, it's like you used to be one of us, but you fucked up and you're a little too not like us anymore. So we're gonna let you do whatever, because we don't give a fuck what you do to the people under the world.
You just can't talk about our shit. Yeah, fuck yeah.
You can come here whenever you want, but you gotta act right. Type thing,
Act like you've been here before.
Yeah, exactly. You know,
Jazz's
don't
thing
bring your little hoodlum
experimenting.
friends here.
He could
You
be
know
the
what? Whenever you
result
come up to the gate, you're the only one allowed in the car. Don't bring any little friends out here.
to Jazz's theory about experimentation. He could be the result of like all the years Lunarian experimenting. Like maybe that's why he has wings. We saw them experiment with Albert. Maybe there were more they experimented with, and maybe Lafitte is the result of that experimentation. Look, the Blackbeard Pirates, Oda did a damn good job showing them all together. And like they just look badass, man. The Straw Hats, we need Elbath to work out good. Like I know we just went against the Gormsay, and I should think the Straw Hats are okay. But like after looking at the Blackbeard Pirates,
solid right now.
I'm just saying the Blackbeard Pirates look OD. Them dudes look like, especially with Garp chained up. Like Kuzan did that. Like easy.
Jazz, can I posit a theory to you? Because right now this is not listening. So can I just posit a theory to you? Can we sign that real quick? All right. So Jazz, I think that because he knows that Blackbeard and Shanks are gonna have to fight soon, he's bringing Blackbeard stocks up to soft pedal Shanks.
You sound like
crazy.
He's buying stocks in both.
He's doing the classic Zoro hyping up Mihawk trick.
Sound like
you can't fool
y'all
me.
sound like them dudes out there. And shout out to my brother Brian, because I'm gonna say you said it. Y'all sound like them dudes out there saying that I'm upset about the Super Bowl because it's not really Wayne.
Because
it's Drake. No,
because
false. All of this is false. Y'all just lying on the board.
Yourself.
So you telling me so y'all telling me right now, seeing Blackbeard and them get that spread where they're all in the room, Jesus Burgess with his arm folded, you see San Juan Wolf looking through, you got Azaro Pizarro as a thing in the thing, Blackbeard sitting on the thing, you got Kuzan looking bad. Y'all don't think that look badass? Y'all think they looking OP?
It's cool, but there's a panel directly underneath that panel on the same page where Kuzan literally says, "Man, I'll be honest with you, I stabbed Garp right through the heart and he ate that shit. So let me put 1,000,000 pounds of chains on him."
That's not what he said.
I mean, basically he was like, "Damn, I was trying to kill him, but I couldn't." Like, I mean,
okay,
that's
I'm
basically the same thing.
But I'm not mad at that because I tried to kill him and he survived. Look, that just raised the Garp stocks. I'm sorry, Garp OP.
Listen, it came up in the Discord. Join the Discord, by the way. It came up in the Discord the other day. Join the Discord. Whenever we talked about Thugnificent, right? And Booty Butt Cheeks. Remember, he had another song.
Oh my God.
Lethal Interjection. And this is Blackbeard Pirates versus one old word I can't say. And the thing about that is
it wasn't even all the Blackbeard
but
Pirates.
He whipped their ass.
He in jail.
I'm like, dude,
he in jail.
I'm like,
don't drop the soap, Garp.
They got he's in solitary confinement because he knows that
Booty Butt Cheeks, don't drop the soap, Garp. Your ass got. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Do you not see their living warship putting their town back together? Do you not see how their main island has like fucking like facial surgeries, plastic surgery going on right now?
Hey,
because Garp smacked it right in the mouth.
Garp is someone who fought at God Valley. He a real dude. That don't take away from the fact that the Blackbeard Pirates looking strong as shit. The Shanks Pirates looking strong as shit. I'm just liking what I'm seeing. Now we could talk about, the fun shit if you want. If you done shitting on Blackbeard.
Well, I just want to say, I think Blackbeard's emulating someone near to my heart. The page right before that, whenever he has all of his fodder saying, "Commodore, we're gonna follow you anywhere." You know who started that trend? One Mr. Yonko Bucky. One Mr. Buggy.
Oh my God!
It's crazy how they all copy off of Buggy. It is absolutely the blueprint. Insane.
They talking about why are we mentioning this scrub in this episode? That bum was nowhere on the panel. If that bum isn't on the page, we should not talk about him. He is a
my
pure
guiding light.
But that's who you like. That's who stocks you raising. Buggy.
That's who Oda like. No, that's who Oda likes.
Buggy. Too bad Buggy is only saved by his two subordinates, my man Crocodile and one Mihawk. Got to give shout out to the Zoro fans out there. I'm standing.
Well, you know what?
What's crazy though? Okay, no, go ahead.
I was gonna say one thing. If Buggy had a kid, he would have raised his son.
Man, I don't know about who had a kid didn't raise their kid. I don't know nobody. Talk about Usopp Daddy?
Shank.
We talking about Usopp Daddy? We talking about Usopp
Yeah.
Daddy? Because I know we're
The
not talking
deadbeat
about.
pirates.
I know we're not talking about Uda, that fucking glass cannon woman who is not even Shank's real biological daughter, and he made sure she was straight. And then when she was
When
old
has
enough,
biology
right? Let
ever
me finish.
mattered in
No,
One Piece?
Let me finish.
So-
When she was old enough, he brought her to the best school because he knew she couldn't be on the seas
best
taking
school?
care of her. Yeah, he sent her to that music school. I know you saw One Piece from Red. Don't do
Nicey-
this. Don't do
Macy,
this.
Shanks was so much of a bad father that Uda is considered non-canon. That's how much she's not in the story.
Wow.
That is crazy.
Wow.
Dude,
Wow.
Shanks
wow.
on his hands and knees, begging the god of the universe to abort his child.
Wow. Wow.
That is messed up.
That look at y'all, but y'all support that clown who is barely lucky to be alive. And that nigga don't even
Hold on,
deserve
but
that
clown still has his date. I have never seen Moji or Kabaji ever deceive Buggy because he is their
Them
king.
niggas, oh no, I know you didn't say them niggas was ready to turn on Buggy. Crocodile was like, oh, we taking over.
Hey.
He was like, all right, we out. We out.
Hey, but
Them
they
niggas not
they back
loyal.
now. They know who in charge though. They know who
Listen,
in charge.
You know who?
Nigga.
You know what the thing is? Luffy and Buggy have the same dream. We saw it early in the chapter. Barto would follow Luffy to the ends of the earth, and all of Buggy's undermen would follow him to the edge of the earth. You know who doesn't instill that type of loyalty? Blackbeard nor Shanks.
Bro, don't even
I've never
start.
seen anyone on
Don't even
panel say
start.
that they would take poison for Shanks.
Shanks people said they loved him, bro. Them old people, all them old
They
weak
loved
niggas
him,
said
but
they
did they
loved
offer
him.
to die for him?
They
Did they offer to drink
They
poison
was
for him?
They would have
Did
died for him. Don't do that. Don't do that. They'd have died for him.
Oh,
that's why
wait,
Shanks,
I'm sorry. The same
Shanks
people you
is
said
so
were
good.
scrubs, and you hated.
Oh yeah,
you
I say
hated
they
them.
scrubs. I don't fuck with them, but Shanks fuck with my niggas, so I fall back. I'm gonna say this: Shanks so loyal that man went to a far off town because they destroyed his flag, so he didn't want his people getting hurt. He didn't want them getting taken advantage of. That's a real deal, holy feel, good guy. Shout out to my brother Shanks. All right, Versen, I'm gonna give it to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oda basically copied your DM game because our first arc, our main villain, we end up partying one night, eating some shit, forgetting our whole memory. We have to piece everything back together while we're on this ship. And it turns out the captain of the ship poisoned everybody. It's crazy. Do you think that's what's going on right now with the Straw Hats? Also, very interesting that it's the OG Straw Hats. I think Oda did that on purpose because we haven't been with them in a while. So it's like, let's get the OGs back together.
Yeah, he took all the adults out of the room. Frankie, Jinbei, and Robin are all chilling.
Why we can't just say the
eventually
OGs? They are all the others adults.
Well, because first of all, because that's the older trio, the weird trio, but also because I think Chopper also got taken.
He did. Chopper's part of the OGs.
So, what? Whenever you say OGs, I think the East Blue Five. If I'm keeping it real.
Oh, I
Get
think
that reindeer out of here.
But see, I think the East Blue Five plus Chopper. I think everything leading up to.
But then why are they calling it the East Blue Five plus Chopper?
Because he was at Alabaster. I count the Alabaster gang because Robin wasn't in the Alabaster gang.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, I mean, she was there. She
was there, but she wasn't part of it.
She was there,
wasn't
but
gang.
she wasn't a part of it.
She was not gang yet. So you know.
She was scoping us. She was scoping the scenery.
Yeah, Now I will say,
it's whoever that man was on the dock that took their ass.
You think so? I mean,
Probably
just got a little drunk off that absinthe. I will say it is very cool that Nami's clearly in a Lego house. I do kind of want to ask who the fuck dressed her in that.
Viking attire, buddy. We're here.
Yeah. I think she's living she might be inside of a playhouse or whatever in Loki's palace.
Oh shit, that is Legos, bro. I'm just noticing that.
Yeah, dude, look at the floor. And the clearly fake plant and everything.
Hey, what if that's Loki's kids dollhouse type situation? And they're in the.
And she's got a new dolly now.
Yeah, aka Nami. It's interesting. Why would Loki be the one to take them? That whoever that was sitting on that corner, I need to know who that is pronto. I'm ready for next week's chapter. Got to give it to Oda. He got me in interest.
One thing that I'll add about giant lore is that usually whenever somebody comes, granted, usually I have to declare it, but you get things called guest rights. I brought it up in my D&D game. I bring it up in all my D&D games whenever you face with giants. This is not that, but maybe, I don't know, or maybe it's some sort of twist on it.
But to your guest rights point, maybe because they got them blackout drunk and they passed out, They weren't cognizant when they stepped on. They took them there, so like they don't know. You know, it's not like if I'm guessing if let's say they appeared with Dorian Bragi with the rest of them, they would have guest rights like them because they walked on. But what if like they stole them? So those things go
before
away.
they declare it.
Yeah.
And for that matter, it also could be a case of like guest rights pertains if you don't think you're gonna do harm to someone. The fact that she's in a child's like house or whatever, like, and if it is like say Loki's daughter, if he has one, or maybe Loki himself, if he's like very childlike, maybe or maybe he's like, I want to keep you safe and protect you, so you're never leaving the island again. You're my new like plaything. We're gonna hang out. You know, like you and all the original Straw Hats. I'm a big fan. I've heard a lot about you, and guess what? You're never fucking leaving the island again.
No, ever again. And he might have put Luffy in like a real jail, and like Nami's in like this. It would be
interesting if he kind of learned that type of shit from Big Mom, you know, like you know, because they are kind of peers. So I'm curious.
I'm very interested.
I definitely don't think it's.
I like how you put people in books and you trap them. I like that.
Like
that was a good idea.
Like that. Yeah, I like how you give people food, and then anytime they piss you off, you threaten to suck out their soul.
Also, got to remember, Loki's the god of tricks, and Oda may be doing that very on the nose type situation. Like, I'm interested because after going from something so grand, universal, like world ending with Gorosei and Egghead, it's nice that we're going kind of OG pre-time skip style story where we're on this island and we're getting involved with the island shenanigans already. Whereas Egghead was world shenanigans. I don't think this is world shenanigans.
And I think some people feel this way. I never did. I don't think you guys ever did. But I think some people thought that maybe the Shot Crew was too powerful for these types of situations to happen anymore. And I'm kind of glad that isn't the case. It's not about them being like weak or whatever. It's about like weird circumstances. And again, it's kind of bringing up, like you said, OG One Piece shit where like weird shit can just happen to you no matter how powerful you are.
Also, we know that
is a weird place.
Yeah, they may be strong, but we saved this island for last because this is the strongest island they've been on. So yeah, they may be like some of them may be Yonko strong, but not all of them. And giants we've seen from Dorian Bragi that they can hang with Luffy. So it's like, all right, these are the guys. Like now they're ready for this island. They're strong enough to where this island won't kill them. Before it would have killed them. Now it's like, oh, they're strong enough to where, they can get into silly situations, but they won't die per se. Before, if they stepped on it, they might have died.
I also do like how we literally show Lilith and also Bonnie. Kuma here, but we see Kuma at the very front, which is a beautiful page. But so like they're still kind of in play. I don't think they'll take up the same amount of time as obviously real Straw Hats.
No,
but they're there and they might do some cool stuff.
Yeah. Also, I think he separated them like this because these are the ones that are about to get the main shine. I feel like Robin's gonna get her shine when later in the thing when she meets up with Saul and does like the poneglyph shit and all that shit. But as for like right now, main story, I feel like we're focusing on these guys. And some people would say these guys need the focus.
Yeah, I would just say I'm just glad that nobody here that we respect is like a romance Dawn trio type person.
Yeah.
Because some people just be acting like that's a thing, and I just I disagree. But yeah, I'm curious to see like if like maybe each one of these Straw Hats that have been taken are in like maybe a different setup. Like maybe
that's what I was thinking.
Will be in like a Coliseum. She's currently in like this little mansion.
Luffy
I think
in jail.
Opportunity here.
Put Luffy in a jail cell.
Honestly, they gotta bar Luffy off.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. One of them's in jail, and I think it's Luffy.
If you put Luffy on like a giant meat locker with like an endless supply of meat, he wouldn't even leave. Like, I'm telling you, don't lock this man up. Just keep him fed.
Chain his ass up.
I'm telling you, bro. You put Luffy in like a warehouse best stop. You put Luffy in a Nunu's, bro. You're not out. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, the only way we're gonna get to kill Luffy is with his blood pressure. All right. I'm talking high salt foods. I'm talking big, like greasy fat. Like, get him that itis until he never wake up again. That's how you beat this Joy Boy.
I'm telling you, that's how I topple the government.
What do you think's going on, Jazz? We'll get your thoughts and then we'll wrap up.
So me personally, like I'm not for it being the man marked by flames. Like, I genuinely believe that they are on Elbaf. And I do believe it's kind of like something with Prince Loki, because it would be a good juxtaposition to where he's like, oh, you Straw Hats, you fight all the time, but like now you're in a place where you don't have to fight. Because I've always felt like Loki is going to be a giant that kind of despises fighting, but is in a place of royalty.
They're
So
gonna
we
flip
kind of
it.
get so we kind of get a juxtaposition where all the other giants are like, well, wait, you're weird. But it's like,
Mm.
he's just living his own truth. And I feel that goes
Also
into another
helps.
thing to where
Also
like I
helps
feel
Usopp's meaning of what's a great warrior of the sea after he meets Loki, who's not all about fighting. If that's the case, very interesting.
Yeah, but
I'm
is
not mad
also
at that.
about
right.
lying, so maybe they can build off of each other. Sort of not unlike how Luffy and Shirahoshi get tight, kind of,
It'd be
'cause,
interesting to see.
he helps teach her how to like toughen the fuck
So
up and shit.
yeah, it'd be tight. I think
I'm excited.
honestly, bro, I read the end of this chapter and I said Oda back in his Gooner bag, bro.
Yeah, it's
I'm fine with
time.
it.
It's been like
I'm fine with
like
it.
as someone who likes the outside world shit, we got a lot of that in Egghead, so I can't complain. It's nice that we could take it slow, and even though we're taking
Oh
it slow,
God,
I'm
give
sure
us the giant women, please.
that's
That's
coming,
all I want.
and I'm sure we're
He
gonna still see
pre-gamed with
outside.
York.
So, but all right, I'm gonna
And
start with
York
you,
was
Jazz.
evil though.
Tell the
You're
people where
right.
they
Give us the big evil women.
That's
I
coming.
hear that, Jazz. I feel that, Jazz.
Sanji gonna have his nose bleeding all the time. But all right, Jazz, tell the people they can follow you at on social media. He gonna see big
You can
titties
follow
and
me
die.
on you can follow me on Twitter, Real Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on Instagram, Jazzy Boy. You can follow me on TikTok, Cornell D God.
All right, Verse. Tell the people where they can follow you at on social media.
You can follow me pretty much anywhere at Versen the Vassal. You can follow me with my real name, Josh Straskler. Also get pretty much anywhere. We got some cool stuff coming out. Nothing yet. We started a hurricane, y'all. Big whoop.
Yeah, y'all can follow. It was. Oof.
It wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad. Yeah, it definitely could have been worse. Lafayette
Well,
got
as
saved.
we say that, New
A lot of
Orleans.
New
New
Orleans got
Orleans and like
fucked.
Homa is kind of like messed up.
Homa got fucked. Morgan City, like it
Mhm.
was coming to us for a while, and then literally one night it's pushed east hard, bro. But all right, you follow me at LimbBMT, follow Bros You Think at Bros You Think. Be sure to check out Pharaoh and I's review of the First Kingdom arc, the Sekio Rebellion. That'll be out by the time you guys hear this, and then
peak.
we're doing our next review, which is we're combining two arcs because they're small, but you'll get all that information by watching the review. But until next time, y'all have a good one and peace.